Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Abs Daily News with your hockey coach, your coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 1, 4, and 2. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? First of all, we're going to give you all the update we have for the injuries with the Montreal Canadiens. Then we're going to talk about the new concept of Martin St. Louis. And I want to show to you by a video what I'm talking about. Then I'm going to talk about the different news around the league, new signature, and finally, more news around the Montreal Canadiens and the preview of the game between the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern Time p.m. Let's dive in and talking about the first subject of the day. So the first subject, guys, I want to talk about is the injury update. We know the last game at Montreal Canadiens have 3 players got hurt. 2 of them leave the game during the second period. Joel Armia and Emil Henneman. Nick Zuski finished the game, but now he became a player with day-to-day, and he's going to be reevaluated like Henneman and Armia Monday. Look like Suzuki is not too much serious, should be ready for the beginning of the season, but it's not confirmed by the Montreal Canadiens. On the situation with Armia and Henneman, honestly, we don't know the gravity of their injuries. We don't know if they are going to be ready for upcoming season. And that's changed a little bit the situation with Emil Henneman. But I'm not going to talk about him right now. The fact like he possibly stay with Laval Rocket. And I will go to talk a little bit more about his situation because we know if he was going to be cut by the Montreal Canadiens, he will return to play in the Sweden Hockey League. So we're going to give you all information a bit later about Henneman. On the Joel Armia, this would be really interesting to follow up because Montreal Canadiens is going to take a decision to see if they're going to start the season with 14 forward, 7 defensemen, or 13 forward and 8 defensemen. And honestly, at this moment, I cannot give you what it would be the decision for the Montreal Canadiens, but going to definitely follow up with them for the next couple of days. The next player I want to talk about, guys, because we talk about injury. We know already Joel Emerson is going to be not there for the beginning of the season. Then I want to talk about, guys, Paul BYRON. For what I heard today, twice, possibly could miss the season completely with the Montreal Canadiens. It's not confirmed by Ken Hughes. Since the beginning of the training camp, Paul BYRON never show up around the team. Like what you're talking about. He never skate with the Montreal Canadiens. So he's really behind. He's never recovered yet of his hip problem. And Ken Hughes said, we're not sure how this is going to turn around. But for me, I wouldn't be surprised if Paul BYRON is going to not return in hockey, unfortunately, forever. Again, this is only my thinking right now, and I don't know if Paul BYRON could become a trade at some point during the season just for a team need some kind of leverage on the salary cap. Could happening, of course, during the season, but I want to mention to you right now, Paul BYRON is not ready to play with the Montreal Canadiens, so he's going to join Carey Price on the long-term injury reserve. That give now to Montreal Canadiens over approximately $14 million. And this could be a problem because the Montreal Canadiens want to be close of the salary cap to get that to put all this kind of money full on the long-term injury reserve. Something we're going to follow up for definitely about Paul BYRON in the next couple of weeks. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. So my next subject of the day, guys, I want to talk about Martin St. Louis, his system concepts called transition. And I want to show it to you guys a video. First of all, I want to thank each one of you to give me some feedback you like when I make some video. And I really appreciate for your feedback. Marc Bergevin, when he was the general manager with Trevor Timmins, they draft big defenseman player, not much mobile, but really physical, and they want to clean up in front of the net. The game does not work this way anymore. It's more about the transition. They want to have the defenseman move the puck, carry on the puck, join the rush, pinch, and I can go all along this way. SENS can use and Jeff Gordon with the Martin St. Louis. You can see that kind of transformation from the way they draft players and the way they apply the new system or new concept of Martin St. Louis. And I want to show this guys by a video. And let's see the video, and I will give you some comments about this. First of all, you're going to see Caden Collis carrying the puck all the way on the offensive zone, pass the puck in front of the net. Great opportunity for Montreal. This one is Jordan Harris. Look, he joined the rush, and that pass for Armia to under the side. I like Harris, looking at, he's going to shoot the puck, a rebound for the net. Armia skate until to the end. This one is Otto Leskinen. Again, look, he's controlling the puck, transition all the way to the goal line, try to pass the point for net. Another great opportunity for the Montreal Canadiens. You can see now how the defensemen Montreal are really involved with the play. Little bit more slower. I apologize for the quality of the video, but you can see Kaden Coley, how he carried on the puck. Of course, it was a pass where the player from Montreal missed it. But look, Jordan Harris, pass the puck, DDD. Now the Montreal reset. Now transition, Jordan Armia offered the stick, great pass for Armia to the left side. Now Montreal joined the play by Jordan Harris. Look, he's coming out. Armia follow. And then you're going to have a great shot on wrist. And then Armia drive to the net. We love the player drive to the net on the big zone to pay off at some point. This one is Otto Leskinen. You see now the eyes is open up for him. And he carry on the puck all the way to the corner to bring one, possibly two player. And then we have another player for the Montreal Canadiens. Gallagher open up the space in the middle. And it was not Gallagher, I apologize. I think it was Pinard. Bring the puck to the D. And then we have a great shot for the Mike Madison on the net. That's what the reason I believe the Montreal Canadiens, it's a new concept they have now by Martin St. Louis. And this make a different game happening now with the Montreal, but of course in NHL. So I want to share with you that kind of video. You understand, and when you watch the game, you can see now players jump in the rush. They join the transition, and they are really offensive. If you watch the exhibition game or the next two games, watch how many times the defensemen are behind the goaltender to opponent team. Look, David Savard on the goal. He was not shy to join the rush, go all the way to the defenseman. Great pass by Jake Evans and a great tip by David Savard. I just want to sharing this with you. And please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this video. I would love to hear from you, each one of you. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. So the next subject of the day, guys, is about the Montreal Canadiens, their next game. They play against Ottawa Senators and Newfoundland at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. At this moment, I don't have the lineup or the roster for the Montreal Canadiens. If ever I have it before I edit the video, I will put it here, and you can see who played tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. Here we go, guys. I just heard from the Montreal Canadiens. This is the roster for the Montreal, again, the Ottawa Senators tonight. Monahan with Pitlick and Caulfield. We have Gallagher, Dak, and Hoffman. Anderson, Dvorak, Stavkovsky. Evans with Dadonov and Pesada. Extra, Harvey Pinard, Drouin, and Alonen. Coley play with Savard. Madison, Leskinen. Jacky with Bowie. Extra, Sheneman, Harris, Whiteman, Barron, Jake Allen, and Montembeault are the goaltender. Now, this is not confirmed going to be that way tonight, but when they practice the morning of the game, usually this should be the lineup for the evening. So I just want to share it with you. That give you a little bit an idea what's going to happen again tonight, again, the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators. The only thing we know, Martin St. Louis said during the last game, he wants to have his full roster for the upcoming season play Thursday and Saturday. Now, here's my problem here, is because we're not done yet. The Montreal Canadiens, they're not sure who is going to use as the defenseman for the beginning of the season. And I want to tell you one thing. This is the final test for those players. Talking about Jordan Harris, Kenan Coley, Justin Barron, and Albert Jacky. They are right now at the final test Thursday and Saturday. You're going to see who's going to get the best outcome. That's not exclude Corey Schoeneman, guys. He doesn't have a great camp so far. We'll see what happening with Otto Leskinen. Right now, that position without Joel Edmondson, we know Savard and Whiteman and Mike Madison are three locked in. I believe Caden Coley is a number 4. How many players they add after that? Is it 3 more? Is it 4 more? I don't know. Would be the roster for the Montreal at the beginning of the season, October 12th, if they play with 7 or 8 defensemen. But again, this is something we'll do follow up. They are right now at the final test. Those rookies prospect, and we'll see what's happening. And definitely will give you all the update what we heard for the Montreal Canadiens. And let's finishing this episode with the last subject of the day. So guys, the last subject of the day is about the signature we heard yesterday. It's about Jason Robinson signing a 4 years contract at $7.75 $1.5 AAV per year for Robinson. We know it's one of the last RFA star did not sign his contract. He's going to join the Dallas Star jumping on the ice. Now they leave Nicolas Hague from the Vegas Golden Knights and Alex Formenton for the Ottawa Senators. Not contract yet, but this is a great signature. Great for the Dallas Star to get Drew Robinson. We know he scored over 40 goals last season with them. We know something in the Hockey National Show, we try to bring the best content because we do a lot of research, and we want to fill you guys with the best what we know. And sometimes we are lucky, we predict. And during the show, a couple of days ago, maybe 2 days ago, 1 day ago, I predict the Robinson is going to sign a contract of 4 years or 6 years. But before Friday, watching what I said during the show with NRTAP. But again, they have a couple of questionable things about Jason Robinson. Where I would be honest with you, the Canadian show after some kind of, we called Elliot Filman last night. I said, Elliot, you have to help me. And he's frustrated, Elliot, because he said, I'm tired, sick to talking about Jason Robinson. I said, okay, I understand, Elliot. So maybe I can talk with Marek if you want to. But he said, no, I will answer to your question. He said, look, he's going to sign a contract before Friday. I said, okay, that's one thing we need to know because in our top, he's a little bit nervous and I want to calm him down when he show up at the warm-up tomorrow. So I want to be sure he's ready. So I said, no, you can tell him. I said, okay, I will tell him about this. So Minnesota top, that's my scoop of the day. Here we go, guys. Here we go. That's what we do here at the Hockey National Show. We predict things happening. Sometimes we are right, sometimes we are wrong. But it was a show we did a couple of days ago, and I said to NRTAP, Robinson is going to sign his contract before Friday. And not that moment, but during the couple of days ago, I mentioned during a question from someone in the chat said, how many years? I said between 4 to 6 years. That will be my prediction for Jason Robinson. Here we go, guys. This is complete. All the news we have for episode 142. And of course, before we leave, we want to invite you. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey National Show, and leave me a comments about this episode. And of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.